Say to you, home day. Yesterday's show was fire. We talked so many of the brands and businesses we love, and we had a scoop yesterday on the I Love Seville network with the Plaza Azteca news. Are you noticing how the news cycle is working around here in Charlottesville and Central Virginia? We put content out on the I Love Seville show and on the I Love Seville network, and then that content shows up in the traditional media outlets the next day or 2 days later. Take a look at the Anna story, for example. We put it out on the I Love Seville network, and the next day it was on NBC 29. So you're kind of cutting edge here on the cusp of what's happening in the community. We're going to talk real estate. We will talk food and beverage and restaurants today. We will talk some UVA, University of Virginia football. The Wahoos in action on Saturday, 7:30 kick against Duke. Duke is a 3-point favorite as of now. Talk a little bit about what's going on with Virginia football. I got a ton of feedback on the story we did about the units, the apartments coming to Freebridge. I mean, a lot of people didn't even know about this. We're going to talk about that again. Sean Tubbs reported this yesterday. I try to amplify Sean Tubbs' content as much as possible because I think he does a fantastic job. Neil Williamson highlighted some topics on the program about this development that needs to be in the news cycle, so I'll relay Sir Neil Williamson's comments from yesterday that I didn't have a chance to get to. Give the show a like and a share anywhere you are watching. This is the water cooler of Charlottesville, the I Love Seville show, literally the water cooler of Charlottesville, where we create the news and we help amplify the news. It's our background. Joey Rifkin, directing the program, he crushed it yesterday. Dude's been on fire. I'll already give him some props. And I think he's going to crush it again on this show. So Joey, my friend, I'm ready to rock and roll when you are. Guys, welcome to the I Love Seville show. My name is Jerry Miller. Thank you kindly for joining us. An absolute pleasure to connect with you guys through the I Love Seville network. Today we're presented by the Clifton in Keswick. We encourage anyone that's watching this program to check out their Thursday music series tomorrow. Get there at 6 o'clock. Call ahead and make reservations. Gallatin Canyon, a bluegrass band, will be playing tomorrow at the Clifton. You'll see us there. 6 p.m., the Clifton. Call ahead for reservations. Happy hour specials, fantastic dining choices, and just a spot to enjoy live music with your family in an intimate setting. A lot we're going to cover on today's show, including follow-up from yesterday's program. Many of you asked us to give our take or chatter Dr. Ho's Humble Pie. We'll do that with young Jedi, Joey Rifkin. We will talk Anna's number 5 and a legacy and institution closing. We're fortunate in that on Monday, we will have the ownership team of Anna's on the program. So if you want to hear the flip book or the storyline of 46-year legacy for a local pizzeria, Monday's show should be on your calendar. Maria Buceta, Marcella Watson, and Silvana Early, the 3 ladies that we have come to adore, love, cherish, and appreciate interaction with, will be live on the program on Monday at 12:30 p.m. Put it on your calendar. Likely some tears shed, but undoubtedly some special stories to highlight and to recount for this community. When you've been in business for 46 years, you've seen generations of children come through your pizzeria on Maury Avenue. We will talk feedback and follow-up on the 245-unit apartment complex that is coming to Freebridge behind Cosner Brothers. No one knew about this in the community until we talked about it yesterday. If you've been on Freebridge at all, you know it is just hot mess from a traffic standpoint. But Neil Williamson, friend of the program, someone I trust and respect, he made this comment yesterday. I didn't have an opportunity to read all the comments because they were coming in so fast and furious. On my personal Facebook page alone during yesterday's show, I think there were 180 comments. And I'm doing this in real time while hosting the show. Neil made the point, the president of the Free Enterprise Forum, about this 245-unit apartment complex along the Rivanna River. He said this: the land is zoned for this kind of density, 245 units. And then he asked this question: who is responsible for the lack of infrastructure? Who owns the roads in the city of Charlottesville? And he says, for what it's worth, the city of Charlottesville owns the roads. So he highlights this, and he's right. The infrastructure is the primary concern for 245 additional incremental units coming behind Cosner Brothers. My take on this was Freebridge and High Street is a traffic snarl at drive-in and drive-out. Can you imagine an additional, as Sean Tubbs has reported, an additional 1,334 vehicles per day in that area? That's a hell of a lot. It's going to further snarl traffic. But to Neil's point, developers have rights, and this land is zoned for this kind of density. It's a fair point. So this is what I would suggest. The folks that live in that community, and there are so many that live off High Street. So many. A lot of old school Charlottesville living off High Street that have been there for decades, if not longer. I would encourage all of you to get actively engaged with local government. You listen and watch this show. It's time you speak up potentially before council and planning commission and voice your concerns. I got to be straightforward with you. No rezoning or special use permit is required on this site plan, which has been drawn up by Shimp Engineering. Wendell Wood owns the dirt. He is the largest landowner in Albemarle County. This particular project is in the city of Charlottesville, but Wendell Wood is United Land Company. United Land Company is the largest landowner in Albemarle County. His home is the mansion right next to Carter's Mountain. Okay? So you got a guy that is arguably the most influential in the area when it comes to projects like this. Corin Capshaw is right up there as well. And you got a site plan that doesn't need a special use permit or a rezoning. So from my take, and maybe Neil, you can offer some perspective on this. You know this better than I do. I learned from you. This project looks like it's in like Flynn and really green-lit and ready to rock and roll along that area. 245 apartments and roughly 1,400 additional vehicles down High Street, Freebridge, Pantops, and 250. Giddy up and get ready. We'll talk on today's show what is wrong with the UVA football team. The offense looks like a shell of its former self. I love Brennan Armstrong. He seems to be having difficulty connecting with his wide receivers. And frankly, a lot of the wide receivers in the core can't catch a cold right now. Mr. Wicks is dropping balls left and right. And I hate to say this, through a handful of games on the season, the draft stock for Brennan Armstrong and Wicks, the wide receiver, has gone down dramatically. It has not gone up. We're 4 games into the season. There's a lot of football left to be played. Do we attribute this to an offensive line that is brand new, that has 0 experience and no returning starters? Perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Just throwing the football, which was the bread and butter of this offense last year, is a problem. The Duke Blue Devils are the opponent on Friday. The game will air on ESPN3. Kickoff is set for 7:30, and the Blue Devils are a 3-point favorite. and the line is moving. The over-under is set at 49 points, and Duke is 3-1 on the season. This is not the Duke teams of 20 to 25 years ago. This team can put up some points, folks. They're averaging 34 points a game, the Duke Blue Devils. 34 points a game. They're posting 461 yards of total offensive contest. They are high-flying and high-scoring. And UVA, we will cut to the chase, cannot have an offensive showing like it did against Syracuse, like it did against Illinois, and expect to beat Duke in Durham. I'm concerned about this contest. I want to talk on today's show Dr. Hose and compare it to Joey Rifkin's favorite Lampo pizza. So many people said Jerry and Joey, and the props are coming in here from Scott Aaronworth in Virginia Beach. J Squared is rocking it this week. I think Joey's been on fire. They've asked us, Trevor Daniel said yesterday, TD, we love you, TD. We need a moniker for Trevor Daniel. How about the, I'll come up with a moniker for Trevor. Trevor Daniel, the king of freedom. I think you would welcome that, wouldn't you, TD? The king of freedom. Huge advocate of a free republic. The king of a free republic. He says, Jerry and Joey, you are missing Dr. Hose, and I'm shocked it wasn't mentioned yesterday. A number of people actually have said that to me. We'll talk about that with Young Jedi in a matter of moments. The lead of the show is something that went viral yesterday. Plaza Azteca is moving from its current place, which James Watson, if you're watching, the king of orbit, you taught me this. This was before my time. Home to the Boathouse at one time, the Plaza Azteca location. Home to Maverick Steakhouse at one time. Home to Pargo's. That was before my time, J-Dubs. Now Plaza Azteca is piecing out of its location. Lease and landlord are influencing that decision. If you've been in the Plaza Azteca building at all, you know that building has seen some better days. I mean, it is. To say it needs TLC is an understatement. It's an absolute understatement. And they're heading a little closer to city limits to the old Applebee spot that has been vacant for an extended period of time. Plaza Azteca, I want to highlight this. Folks, one particular individual, when I broke this news yesterday, said, hey, to call this a locally owned business is a stretch. I disagree respectfully. While there are a number of Plaza Azteca locations over a number of different states, this particular location, like many and most of them, if not all of them, are owned by a family that lives within the market. So while, yes, it is a franchise model, and yes, there are multiple locations in 10 states for Plaza Azteca, the one in Charlottesville is owned by a family that resides in the community. And that's great by me. I said Plaza Azteca has a phenomenal family atmosphere, fantastic happy hour. The happy hour there is ridiculously fair. And food that's served quickly at fair prices. They head to the Applebee's location where they are dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if things don't go according to plan, and nothing goes according to plan in remodeling, it's going to eclipse $1 million in remodeling. And from my standpoint, when one location closes, another location opens, a family-owned business dumps nearly $1 million into a project, you have breaking news. And that's why it went viral on our network. Two other items out of the notebook before we get to Young Jedi, JR, Joey Rifkin, Joe, J Riff, Rifkin, Stu's son. What's the lower third today?
Wuda Jitkower.
Oh, I like that. That was clever. I very much like that. I like your ingenuity. Joey. Couple of other items I want to get out of the notebook. I emphasized this on Monday's show. I'm going to emphasize this even more. There are 2 individuals in Charlottesville now making a push for Charlottesville City Council. I want to give them an opportunity to get the news out there. Still, I think it's my duty to kind of wet the whistle and whet your appetite and kind of offer some clarity who this may be while not just dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Activists. One of them speaks almost routinely before city council in meetings. One of them has held city council accountable for an extended period of time. This particular individual is a female. She is looking to establish City of Charlottesville residents now. She grew up in the area, went to Charlottesville High School, played basketball at Charlottesville High School, follows local government very closely, significant proponent of Dr. Richardson, very well read, has the gift of communication undoubtedly, and can galvanize people in the community to follow her lead at the voter box. It is not socialist dog mom, Molly Cogner. Someone that does a lot of Facebook Lives. I'll let you figure out who that may be. The second that is giving a strong push for council in Charlottesville is a student at the University of Virginia right now. Actively involved with the renaming of Lee Park and has a large Twitter following. You, the viewer and listener, can connect the dots and figure out who that may be. I have also heard, through my connections in the water cooler, and I'm almost even hesitant to say this, I have also heard through my connections around the water cooler that former Mayor Nakia Walker is considering another push for Charlottesville City Council. I don't mind being direct with that comment because she has been on council before and is a 2-time mayor. I think that's very different than 2 ladies that have not been elected officials. So that right there, if you watch this program, is you can put 2 and 2 together because you guys are smart as all get out. I don't BS you guys. I shoot it straight, and I shoot it straight every time. You guys are smart. I know how smart you are, how sophisticated you are, and how much access you have to the internet. There's 3 potential candidates for 2023 city council runs, right there. Lloyd Snook said on this show he's going to run again. We're hearing through the grapevine that Sally Hudson is going to make a push for Creed Deeds' spot. That would open up Sally's spot in Richmond as a delegate. I'm hearing some scuttlebutt now. If Sally goes after Creed Deeds' spot, I'm hearing some scuttlebutt now that multiple folks are interested in running for Sally's. Creed Deeds, a senator, but the district is completely redrawn now. So the momentum Creed Deeds has had for an extended period of time certainly is not there anymore with the redrawn district. Sally is brilliant. She sees the district as redrawn, and she sees an opportunity to go after it. When Sally's seat opens, should she choose to do this, which I think she will, frankly speaking, I'm right. I don't say stuff like this unless I'm unless I'm really right. Okay? If Sally goes after Cree, will we see Michael Payne make the leap from council to delegate? Will we see friend of the program, Dave Norris, make the leap and push for delegate? You don't get this kind of commentary or analysis on the community anywhere else in Charlottesville. You don't. You don't, and I think you guys know that. Bill McKenzie and considerable people on this feed are mouth agape right now. And I'll say, giddy up and get ready, Charlottesville. One more topic before we get Joey Rifkin in the mix. Yesterday, I read on air a message, an email that I sent to Dr. Matthew Haas and every single school board member in Albemarle County. This was the email I sent, which I read on air to you guys. On Monday, September 26th, so this past Monday, at 6:25 p.m., I sent an email to the school board members and Dr. Haas. My email, and I'm going to read it verbatim to you. It said, "Dear school board members and Dr. Haas, hope you are doing well. At your convenience, please provide the total costs for rebranding efforts for Mountain View, Jack Jewett, Sutherland, and Murray. Please provide these costs before close of business Wednesday. Please account for every rebranding penny in case we FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. Our team will let the community know through the I Love Seville network if these total costs are not provided by 5 p.m. on Wednesday. The hidden nature of these costs is getting concerning for everyone. Thank you in advance. All the best, Jerry." I sent that Monday, September 26th at 6:25 p.m. I read my email directly to everyone watching this program yesterday. I read that email verbatim to everyone watching the program yesterday. After yesterday's show, I get a response from Dr. Matthew Haas to my email. He responds to my email directly after yesterday's show, after I announced reading this email to you, the community. Here's Dr. Haas's response to me. "Dear Jerry, thank you for your inquiry. I have requested these totals for you, although it may take a bit longer than the 1 day since they are not contained in one database. You certainly can let your community know when we respond, but I would point out that the state code on FOIA requests allows for up to 5 business days for a response. We intend to do better than that. Sincerely, Matthew Haas, Superintendent, Albemarle County Public Schools." That email was sent to me at 2:24 yesterday, immediately after the show I did, where I read my email to you, the community. I respond to Dr. Haas this morning at 9:35 a.m. I also copied every school board member on the response. Here was my response to Dr. Haas, who emailed me yesterday after the show. I'll read it verbatim to you. "Hello, Matthew and school board members. Thank you for the response. I will keep an eye on my inbox for these figures later today. Also, I've been contacted by 2 local attorneys who are very curious about these rebranding costs. They have offered pro bono services. Lastly, I find it odd that these rebranding costs are not contained in one database. The total rebranding costs should be organized in one line item to make it easier to find, very similar to a P&L statement. This type of organization will save Albemarle County Public Schools time and money. Take care, Jerry Miller." So, I've been promised on the record by the superintendent that I will get the total cost of rebranding Mountain View, Jack Jewett, Sutherland, and Murray. I have it all documented, paper trail. I will then share those costs with you, the viewers and listeners, because we deserve to know. We deserve to know. And decisions like this should not be made in closed-door settings. This content and the material we're covering, you find nowhere else in the area. It's real, unabashed, unafraid, unequivocally persistent. Say what you want, but you certainly will say this: I get stuff done. I get stuff done. Before we welcome Joey Rifkin to the program, I want to wish Godspeed to Floridians who are dealing with or about to deal with a hurricane of lifetime proportions. Lifetime proportions. I was born in Naples, Florida, and I still have family in South Florida. Many of the Cubanos in our family tree live there. We'll get to some comments from the king of orbit, James Watson. He says, any possibility that being close to downtown, future residents may be walking to CFA, new Martha Jefferson buildings, and taking buses to Martha Jefferson and Pantops, as well as UVA Hospital from the 245-unit development. Plus, there could be a significant number of work-from-home people. Not that I'm saying 245 units, it seems ideal, but it may not work out the way things used to work before people could work from home. It's a fair statement. A traffic count in the site plan done by the developers estimates the project will generate 1,334 additional car trips per day. Do I think how we travel in the future is by one individual in a vehicle? Probably not. But do I think that transition is going to happen anytime soon? I do not. And I think until Charlottesville and Albemarle County and Central Virginia in totality improve their transportation services, and they're pretty pitiful right now, I think people are going to be reliant on cars for a long, long time. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I think the way to improve public transportation in this area is to unify the splintered services in the area. We have Charlottesville Albemarle Transit, we have Jaunt, we have Albemarle County Public Schools managing their own school bus system. We have the University Transit Services. We have too many damn transportation companies and services and infrastructures. Put them all under one umbrella, call it the Central Virginia Transportation Services, CVTS, unify the back-end infrastructure, cut down on bloat on the payroll, and put out a more consistent and more robust transportation system in this community for the betterment of all of us, for the betterment of the environment, for the betterment of health, traffic accidents, everything. It's time for this area, if we want to be a world-class city, to do world-class things. And from my standpoint, world-class things are not splintered transportation services. World-class things are not Albemarle County and the city of Charlottesville not having full fleets of bus drivers when Louisa County has. World-class things are not prioritizing limited school dollars for rebranding efforts instead of paying bus drivers and teachers, especially when SOL scores are down. That's not world-class. Scott Aaronworth says, I have a big heart. I love you, homie. Love you as well. Joey Rifkin, 2-shot. First, good afternoon. How are you, my friend?
Good, good.
You've been crushing it lately.
Thank you.
Do you want to go Dr. Hose first?
I mean, where do we start?
Right? Place is banging, right?
Yeah. Granted, I haven't been in a long time, and part of the reason, which is probably why I forgot to mention it yesterday, it's pretty far out. I mean, my dad told me yesterday when I mentioned that it's far out, he said it's not that far, but in the grand scheme of things, pretty far out from most places in the area, but it is easily some of the best large, big crust pizza in the greater Central Virginia area.
So do we have to stipulate, and you just brought this up because I was thinking the same, do we have to stipulate when we're talking pizzas and comparing and contrasting by the thin crust and the big crust and the deep dish and the various forms of crust first?
I mean, anyone from New York City will agree with me that not all pizza can be classified as the same thing. So yeah, you can't compare all types of pizza to themselves, So you have to put that into consideration.
I agree with that.
Talking about this.
So have you thought of top 5 ranking for the pizza in the area? I've given this some thought.
I can't even list 5 places that I'd go get pizza in the area.
Why don't we'll brainstorm back and forth.
Okay.
I think we're both in agreement that we like Lampo number 1. Are you changing your tune a little bit from yesterday?
It's hard because it's I would say Lampo's number 1 just because I'm a huge fan of that style of pizza.
Wood oven?
Yeah, like wood oven, thin crust, Neapolitan style, fresh mozzarella.
Okay.
That's my favorite style of pizza. And Dr. Ho's is more similar to what the College Inn was doing. You got that thick crust, thick slice of pizza, holds up, and it's just too different. In my opinion, they're both equally the best in terms of if you had to choose a pizza spot, those two are easily at the top of anyone's list.
Okay, so that sounds like that's your 1 and 2. I'm gonna do a top 5 here. I'm gonna open up an email, and I'm gonna do a top 5. I'm gonna go Lampo and Dr. Ho's on the same line.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Same line, Lampo and Dr. Ho's. What else is tickling your fancy over there?
Man, I've been out of the Charlottesville pizza game for so long. I mean, I was really only allowed to eat College Inn my entire life, not my entire life, but you get what I'm saying.
Because we got to cut to the chase. The Rifkins know pizza like the Pope knows holy water.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, big pizza fans, big food fans in general, though, so.
The Rifkins know pizza like... Who's your favorite F1 driver?
I can't really pick a favorite. I don't think anyone's gonna.
Who's the gentleman that's the rock star that everyone knows?
Well, everyone knows Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton. Yeah.
The Rifkins know pizza like Lewis Hamilton knows championships.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. So. Wow, multiple people are chiming in with the pizza. Viewers and listeners, what's your favorite pizza in town? I want to do a top 5. I want to do a top 5.
Other people think.
Lauren in Keswick. Ooh, she's putting a top 5 together for us right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and she says, wow, in order. She says 5 is mellow mushroom. We should write these down. You want to write these down here so we can have something to reference to?
Sure.
Okay, so Lauren in Keswick is saying 5 is mellow mushroom. She's saying 4 is Fabio's on High Street, and she called you Young Jedi. 3 is Anna's, she says. She puts in the 2 slot Dino's in Dairy Market. Dino's is damn good.
I haven't been.
Wood-fired pizza.
I've seen them. I thought about it, but I went to the Citizen Burger Bar in the Dairy Market instead.
Okay, Dino's.
I'll have to try it.
I'm going to put Dino's in my 2 slot. I'll go Lampo 1, Dr. Ho's. Lampo and Dr. Ho's in the 1 slot. Dino, I'm going to put in the 2 slot. Dino, I'm putting you in the 2 slot. In fact, I'm tagging Dino on this. Right now, Dino Hakshaj. Sorry if I'm messing your last name up, Dino. I just love Dino. He gives me hugs. We are hyping your pizza because it is so dang, I said dang, so dang good. I just tagged him to get him watching on the show. Okay? David at Skooma says, Joey Rifkin, I was his first boss in his most recent one, and his old man was my first boss. So David is watching.
What's up, David?
He's giving you some props. Was that with David's entrepreneurial endeavor with the vending machines?
Indeed.
Okay. So David, jump in here. Best pizzas in town. Ooh, multiple people are saying Mellow Mushroom is overrated.
That's exactly how I feel.
Why do you say that?
I just I had a Mellow Mushroom pizza once, and it was just so ungodly disappointing. Now granted, maybe that had to do with the fact that I paid for that pizza, and I got pretty used to free pizza.
What, at College Inn?
Yeah.
When your family owned it?
Yeah, but I mean, that aside, I just was not. I also had Mellow Mushroom in Georgia. I went to my friend's house in Atlanta, and there's a Mellow Mushroom nearby, and they got Mellow Mushroom. I'm just eating it. I'm just like, this can't be as good as people are saying it is. It just was not rocking with me, I guess.
I believe Mellow Mushroom, and correct me if I'm wrong, originated in Atlanta.
You could be right. I have no idea.
I think viewers and listeners, am I right on that? I think it did. Go ahead, Joey.
I mean, if that's true, the one I had in Atlanta was...
Disappointed you.
Wow, not good.
So, this is a super DL pizza that people need to highlight. And Susan Bashleen, the owner of Magpie Knits, an entrepreneur herself, I think you got a great comment here. Susan Bashleen says Mona Lisa Pasta has a banging pizza, and I can concur with Mona Lisa Pasta. Have you had it, young Jedi?
I have not had their pizza.
It's pretty amazing.
I'll have to try it.
The Mona Lisa Pasta pizza is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a large Mona Lisa pepperoni pizza is not going to fill up a family of 4, maybe not a family of 3. It's one of those pies where you can have, if you're super hungry, you can maybe devour it in one setting. With the amount of dates that you go on, which is a significant amount, you and your date could probably devour it in one setting. You're saying you're not dating a lot?
I don't think significant is the word I'd use, but I appreciate that. We'll go.
Can we get Joey a date on the talk show right here? Mona Lisa Pasta, I think you would love it.
I'll have to try it.
Seriously, what else you want to throw in the mix? Viewers and listeners, what else you put in the mix? Scott says Luce should be in the mix. You and I need to try Luce.
Yeah.
I mean, Luce for the second time has been a hot topic on this show.
I'm missing out.
Right? I haven't tried Luce's pizza either.
Me neither.
And we go everywhere. Where else you talking? Talk to me, Joey.
Oh, man. This place downtown right under the escape room.
Downtown Vita Nova.
Vita Nova
Moved to the old Impeccable Pig location.
The old Five Guys, as I remember.
Oh, the old Five Guys. Very nice. I'm going to put that down there as well.
I actually love their pizza.
That's damn good.
It is good.
It's darn good.
I think you when talking about pizza in Charlottesville, it would be unfair to not mention Christians. I do love a good slice of Christian's pizza. Always easy, always good. Very consistent slice.
I love Christians, but can I play a little devil's advocate for the sake of a talk show? At time to time, the crust is crackery at Christians.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And
not doughy.
No, very crunchy though.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I do get that sometimes. But personally, I'm a big fan of that, so I let that slide. But I see where you're getting at.
Viewers and listeners are, oh my gosh. Vivace. Dude, Vivace's got a great pizza. You guys want a great experience? Go to the bar at Vivace, order a pepperoni pizza, and sit there and watch old school Charlottesville walk by, hang out, aggregate, congregate, and chitter chatter. And I will venture to say this. If you took the bar at Vivace, which is a kind of like it does this like winding, weaving thing. It's so beautiful, the bar at Vivace. And in fact, if memory serves correct, the bar at Vivace was rescued from a restaurant out of state that closed down that they transported to this spot.
Yeah.
The bar at Vivace is some of the best aspects of Charlottesville. And the Vivace pizza, pepperoni, is everything I love about a pie. Cheesy, delicious crust, the perfect amount of tomato sauce, and super filling. Where if you eat this as one person, you'll have leftover for lunch tomorrow. Ooh, people are direct texting me Belmont Pizza and asking for Joey's take on Belmont Pizza. Have you had Belmont Pizza
Never
yet?
had it.
Belmont Pizza's great. Harry Horner started Belmont Pizza. Belmont Pizza's legit. Actually, I take that back. Mike started Belmont Pizza. Why am I drawing a blank on Mike's last name? Viewers and listeners, what is Mike's last name from Belmont Pizza? Huge sports fan. Why am I drawing help me out with his last name. Rob Neal, I'm going to mention your comment on air right now. He's watching. Rob, I will mention this live on air right now to Joey. Rob says, Joey, Vita Nova number 1, Dr. Ho's 2 when it's fresh, Fabio's 3, Lampo 4, and 5 depends. He says nothing is better than a slice of Vita Nova while people watching. I will say this about Vita Nova. It's a son and his father running Vita Nova. Mm-hmm. So when you go in there, like there's something about doing a transaction where you're giving the money to the son and the father, the owners, and you're like, this pizza that I'm buying, even if it's a slice of pepperoni, which I do a few times a week, is legitimately supporting their life and their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That carries weight with me. You?
Support small businesses. Support local businesses.
Right? Oh my God, the texts are coming in fast and furious over here. Multiple people are putting in the feed. Sal's,
very good pizza. More than just pizza.
Oh,
very good pizza.
It's an entire dining experience at Sal's.
Massive oven that they don't even use that can make pizza.
David says Vita Nova on the mall. David, you got us thinking. David is the owner of Skooma. The best boutique dispensary in Charlottesville is Skooma on the downtown mall, right next to Rapture, and also on Elliowood Avenue. David is local. He's a father of 2. He's got a beautiful wife. He's a veteran, and he's just a great all-around guy. David, your post on Facebook yesterday about old school iconic businesses like Chaps, Tony selling Chaps, like Anna's Closing and the College Inn Closing, generated a topic of discussion that went viral with us yesterday, Joey and I. So I want to thank you for that post. I would love to hear from you, David, your favorite pizza slices. You vote Vita Nova on the mall. Vita Nova is A++++. Vanessa Parkhill in Earlysville says, Joey, dine in or carry out, or by the slice or a whole pie, wood-fired or non-wood-fired. For me, you can't beat a slice from Vita Nova or Christian's on the downtown mall. Vinny's in the Hollymead Town Center offers a pretty damn good Sicilian pie as well. What do you make of the Sicilian, Joey?
I love a good Sicilian. I love Detroit-style pizza.
Tell me a Detroit style, what that means.
I mean, so Sicilian, thick, square, slice pizza. Detroit-style, fairly similar. It's almost kind of like a focaccia dough. It's made in a deep pan, probably about ½ inch thick. Parmesan cheese on the sides of the pan, so like the crust is just like crispy Parmesan cheese on the side, and then it's sauce, just a line of sauce over the cheese. So cheese first on the dough, and then just a line of sauce straight across, line of sauce straight across again, and some Parmesan cheese on top, baked. And the Parmesan on the sides crisps up the side. Not really much of a crust, but there is like a defined crust, and it's just very hearty slice of pizza. Detroit pizza is great.
I need to get a Detroit pizza. Who does Detroit style pizza around here?
I don't have the exact name.
You know of a spot?
I know of a person who makes them out of like their house.
Is that Andy Argod?
I think so.
Is that Andy?
I believe so. I know the name starts with an A. From
is it crazy that your chemistry and my chemistry after a handful of days is that good? Is it Andy? Do I tag Andy?
I don't know for sure. But
I think it's Andy.
It could be.
Albemarle High School, one of Albemarle High School's finest graduates. A standout tight end and a bruiser for Greg Maynard on the basketball court. A guy who came off the bench and could rebound and was an enforcer for the Maynard boys who were sharpshooters from downtown. Andy Argod, you are getting some props right now from JR and me on the show over your pizza. Can someone get Andy Argod in the mix? is Andy's Pizza Detroit-style pizza. Andy, would you be willing to bring us a Detroit-style pizza tomorrow so Joey and I can eat on the show, hype it, and drive business to your operation? I think we would both do that.
Let's see.
Would you do that?
Oh, 100%.
I'm very willing to be a taste tester.
Yeah.
All right, this is what people want to know. Pizza delivered. Who are you calling? Now that 977-2710 is not an option. 977-2710 is not an option. College Inn.
If you want delivery pizza, I mean, you're really kind of sacrificing quality when you're having it delivered.
Why you say that? Because it gets cold?
Well,
the cheese congeals. That's not bad.
Congealed cheese isn't bad if you're for it, and depending on how long of a drive, it might even make your pizza eating experience better. Nothing is worse than seeing your pizza come out to your table and you have to stare at it for 5 minutes because you can't take a bite out of it.
Right, because it's so hot. Yeah.
Exactly. But I can't really think of many places that serve a quality dine-in pizza that delivers. I just who delivers?
Bill McKenzie says Viselli's on Route 29.
Well, Viselli's does deliver. They're right behind my house. I wouldn't pick them first.
Why?
Man, I don't know. Viselli's does. I like the pepperonis they use. They do make a good pizza, but I don't know. It was the pizza they always brought in for like pizza parties in school, and maybe I ate too much of it growing up, but I haven't had Viselli's in a long time. End Zone is a classic if you're in the Forest Lakes area for delivery. My mom used to get us that.
End Zone?
End Zone, at least twice a week.
Where was End Zone?
End Zone is right in the shopping center in Forest Lakes North with the Food Lion in it. And it's right next to Tuesday Mornings. I don't think Tuesday Mornings.
Okay, so
open,
that's
though.
in the Riverside Buster Shopping Center.
Yes, right where the building split to where Riverside is. The other side of the building, that end spot is End Zone. Very small, incredible garlic knots, by the way. Probably, I'd have to go as far to say some of the best garlic knots in Charlottesville.
Fabio's has got good garlic knots.
Fabio's does have good garlic knots, but...
Have you had Fabio's recently?
Not recently. I have Fabio's a ton.
I'm going to get Sazo and Mike in the mix here, the owners of Fabio's.
Stu Rifkin's a huge Fabio's fan.
Is he?
Ate a lot of Fabio's growing up.
I'm tagging Mike Scotto and Sazo, the owners of Fabio's. Fellas, you are getting some props right now. Andy Argott is watching right now. He says, that's amazing. Feel like I'm big time. Andy Argott is watching. Andy Argott, in the feed right now, tell us if you make Detroit-style pizza. Second, Andy Argott, are you willing to bring a Detroit-style pizza to Joey and I tomorrow at roughly 12 p.m.? We can eat the pizza still, get ready for the show, right?
Yeah.
Will you bring us a Detroit-style pizza if you make it at 12 noon, 406 East Market Street, I Love Seville, right next to the grocery store. We will eat it before the show and live on air and drive a significant amount of business. We will take photos of your Detroit-style pizza, post it on the I Love Seville Instagram account. The largest Instagram account in Charlottesville is ours at I Love Seville with 13,200 plus followers, all in the Seville area. I would do that, would you?
I would do it. You're giving him homework, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's going to get ROI.
That's true.
I mean, if College Inn said, Jerry, highlight some pizza, we would do that for them. I'd do that for you.
Too little, too late, Jerry.
Too little, too late. I know. 977-2710. Andy, is it Detroit-style pizza? Is it Detroit-style pizza? You're watching the program right now, and will you bring us a pie tomorrow where we will photograph, video, and talk up relentlessly on the program, driving you potentially more business than you can handle, my friend? Please let us know. Please let us know. Scott says, I love Joey's honesty. What are we missing? Viewers and listeners, what are we missing? How about Fry Spring Station? What do you think of their pizza? Joey Rifkin.
Never been.
Really? Mm-mm. How about Crozet pizza.
Crozet pizza's good. Haven't had it in a while. Too much sauce for me. At least that was my problem with it when I was
Crozet Elliowood or Crozet?
Crozet.
Crozet.
Yeah.
Okay. Vanessa Parkell says End Zone in the Forest Lake Shopping Center is banging. She gave you the thumbs up emoji and not banging, but she said she concurs with what you just said.
Sweet sauce at End Zone and very doughy pizza. But as a kid, eat that up.
Let's see if Andy has responded. Andy, have you responded? Andy, have you responded yet? We love it. Multiple people are saying, yes, Joey, yes. People love Joey. Andy, Detroit style, is it yours? Please let us know. Brick Oven on Route 29, people are highlighting. That is now closed, unfortunately.
Yep.
Have you been there?
Long time ago.
Brick Oven used to have a killer salad bar.
They did a lot of business there.
Yeah. One of the few, I believe Dino owned Brick Oven before he sold it and opened Dino's and Dairy Market. So, this is one of the most challenging questions I've ever been asked on the I Love Seville Network. What are the top five places for pizza around the Charlottesville and Central Virginia area? How can we even answer that?
I mean, you can't. I really don't think you can compare pizza in general anywhere. I don't like watching, like I was in New York a couple months ago and I was just watching a video on places to get pizza in New York. And every other pizza they went over was a different style, different type of pizza. And now granted, I'm sure the video wasn't in order from worst to best, but I just don't think you can organize pizza places in an order like that from worst to best because they're just all different in their own ways and it's all subjective. We all like pizza a different way. Pizza, the more I think about it, is one of the most versatile foods.
Oh, no doubt.
Changed up a lot.
Go down that road.
Well, I mean, how many different types of pizza can you name off the top of your head? Yeah, deep dish, Detroit style, Sicilian slice,
thin
New
crust.
York, Neapolitan, thin crust,
wood fired.
Which falls under Neapolitan.
Okay.
I mean, people fry their pizza doughs.
Did you say stuffed crust?
Stuffed crust is, I like a good.
I love stuffed crust.
It's classic.
It's classic. Janice Boyce Trevelyan says Iron Pipe in Orange does great pizza. I've had that pizza. It is damn good. I will mention this live on air. Andy is interacting with us right now. We're hosting a talk show while commenting on 15 different Facebook pages, 15 different Twitter accounts, LinkedIn, YouTube, Snapchat, Spotify, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, and every social media platform known to mankind. Andy Arcott says this, Joey, it's 100% Detroit-style pizza. I am so down to make you a pizza.
Yes.
I responded to Andy, we will drive you a boatload of business. Can you drop off a Detroit-style pizza tomorrow at 12 p.m. at 406 East Market Street? We will take pics of your pizza, talk about it on the show, and drive you more business than you can handle.
Okay, well then, come join in for tomorrow because that is hands down the best pizza I have gotten in Charlottesville.
You're saying Andy's
hands down
Detroit-style pizza is hands down the best you've ever had?
Best I've ever had in Charlottesville, yes.
When did you have that?
I don't know. Like, my dad would just get it somehow and would be like, hey, I'm bringing home 2 pizzas, and then all of a sudden there's a cheese.
Did he do it like that with that?
That's my impression of him.
Okay.
And I don't know, just randomly there would be these Detroit-style pizzas showing up, and there's about 6 slices each, and I'd probably eat 1 or 2 and freeze the rest of the pizza, and they'd heat up just fine. Like, I mean, easily. No offense to any pizza place out there, but hands down the most enjoyable pizza experience I've had.
He's willing to bring us a Detroit-style pizza tomorrow at 12 p.m. He's literally asking in the comment section, I will see you then. What toppings do you boys like? Andy Argod was Albemarle County High School's finest graduates. A football standout. Andy, if memory serves correctly, you were a beast as a defensive end. You crushed quarterbacks as a defensive end, Andy Argod for Rick Verhoeven. If memory serves correct, and my memory is damn good, you were a talented tight end.
Rick Verhoeven.
Andy Argod, dude, my memory is damn good. It's almost like...
Was he a coach?
Photographic. Yeah.
He was
Rick
my
Verhoeven
principal.
Was the head football coach at Albemarle High School.
He was my principal at Sutherland for 1 year.
He was the head football coach at Albemarle. If memory serves correct, Andy, you were a talented tight end. If memory serves correct, you were a bruiser in the paint for Greg Maynard, a man who crashed the boards and was very much an enforcer on the hardwood in the Commonwealth District. And now you're a pizza connoisseur. He wants to know, Joey Rifkin and Jerry Miller, what toppings do you like on the pizza that he's bringing tomorrow at 12 p.m. sharp, 406 East Market Street? Do we want to go pepperoni?
Pep.
We'll go pep?
Pep, yeah.
Just pep?
We'll do it. Well, pep and cheese. You know,
okay.
Baseline.
Okay.
Baseline pizza.
You want any other flavor profile? You're driving the show on this one.
Well, I mean, we're taste testing. We got to, baseline.
You want to go half and half, pep and, or do you want to go just straight pep?
No, half and half it. Pep and cheese, yeah.
Plain cheese on one half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to have the baseline.
Hey, Joey said, if Joey wants it, I'm cool with it. So, Andy, Detroit style, 12 o'clock, high noon, taste test, 406 East Market Street. I love Seville all over the windows. We're right next to the grocery store. You can't miss this, right?
Cannot miss it, no.
Can't miss it. He's going to bring us half pepperoni and half cheese. We will photo it.
Fantastic.
And post it on the Instagram. Send him more bits. Joey Rifkin has said this is the best pizza he's ever had in Central Virginia. Jesus, Joey, that is a freaking big-time statement.
I'm not even exaggerating for the free pizza. I am being completely honest with this. I was very impressed the first time my dad brought it home, and have not had some in quite a while, so I'm excited.
This will be the chitter chatter of tomorrow's show. Andy, one of Albemarle County's finest graduates. One of Albemarle County's finest graduates. Period, enter, publish. Andy, what is the name of your business? What is the name? Half Pep. He suggests this. Ooh. He's offering us a suggestion.
Okay.
Half pepperoni.
Yep.
Jalapeno and pineapple. Are you willing to get...
I'm willing to get behind whatever he wants to do.
I'm fine with that too.
I'm a big proponent of...
Listening to the chef?
Listening to the chef.
Me too.
In every restaurant job I've had, when the chef offers me something that they have made, regardless of my food preferences, I will eat it.
I feel the same.
It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Because they know what's up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like pineapple on pizza, but I like spicy and sweet on pizza, so who knows?
Okay.
Well, I also have never had pineapple on pizza.
What?
Which is like most people who say no
is that
to pineapple
sacrilege?
Is it sacrilege? I think it's more sacrilege to put pineapple on pizza.
Whoa.
It's very sacrilege if you're Jewish to have meat on pizza, and I get pepperoni and bacon on my pizza all the time. The bacon pizza is like triple sacrilege, so can't even mess with that.
Can I respond to Andy saying we'll take it any way you suggest?
Any way he suggests.
All right? Any way you suggest, Andy. I swear we will blow up the business, dude. We will blow it up. We will blow it up. 12 o'clock tomorrow, 406 East Market Street. Pineapple on pizza is good when there's spice, he says, Joey.
Hot honey is one of my favorite things on pizza. So,
dude, did you see my post about the hot honey from Waynesboro?
Oh, yeah. We have a few of those bottles up in Maine.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
The Bubba Sweet Nectar?
Yeah.
God, I love you, Joey.
Yeah.
No,
we
seriously.
have the exact stuff. Yeah,
I feel like this guy's like my brother from another mother, although I'm significantly older than him. It's my kind of guy here. Bubba's Sweet Nectar from Waynesboro is legit.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Go to the Instagram, I Love Seville, and look at our post from 3-4 posts down. You want some of the best hot honey? I might say it's the best hot honey I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, hot honey is pretty hard to mess up.
It's hard to mess up. That's true.
but it does start with having, for things that are hard to mess up, the way to make it good is by having quality ingredients in it. And it's a quality product. It's very good.
Andy, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 11 different people, Andy Argod, literally commenting on these 15 Facebook pages, 15 Twitter accounts, LinkedIn, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Snapchat, and an e-newsletter that's going to go out to a boatload of people, and iloveseville.com, literally asking us how we can order your pizza, Andy Argod. How do we do that? Seriously. Andy Argod's business is about to blow the hell up here, JR.
Boom.
It's about to blow the hell up. Bill McKenzie, Wild Bill says, the jalapenos are going to blow something up, all right. Definitely me. My wife certainly knows that. Scott Airworth says, I hope Andy Argod is willing to deliver to my hotel in February when I'm in Charlottesville. God, I love this show so much. Detroit style is where it's at. Todd Rath, watching the program. He says, Detroit style is where it's at. Todd Rath, love when you watch the program. Love when you watch the show. Multiple people are asking for Joey Rifkin's take on the best sandwich in town. Good Lord, that's a tough one.
That is a very tough one.
Do you want to go on that one?
I don't really know if I can go into that one. I don't eat enough sandwiches to really... I mean, and there's so many things that I classify as a sandwich, too. Not a hot dog, for anyone wondering. But, you know, like cheeseburger's a sandwich to me.
Cheeseburger a sandwich?
It's...
Because you're saying there's
meat,
bread and meat?
Lettuce in between. I mean, should we pull up the definition of a sandwich?
Yeah, I would love to do that. This is a great conversation. Viewers and listeners, is a cheeseburger a sandwich?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh.
I'll go as far as to say no.
You say, so what, if a cheeseburger is a sandwich, why isn't a hot dog a sandwich?
Very simply, a hot dog is a taco.
Whoa, dude. Very simply, Joey Rifkin.
Or,
mine is being blown right now.
I mean,
a hot dog is a taco and a cheeseburger is a sandwich?
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, I thought these were well known. Hold, let's sandwich.
Viewers
definition.
and listeners, what do you take of young Rifkin's take here, the young Jedi?
Okay, sandwich. The definition of a sandwich. Okay, according to Oxford Dictionary. An item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal.
Viewers and listeners.
I mean, what is a cheeseburger?
Viewers and listeners, is a cheeseburger a sandwich? Is a cheeseburger a sandwich?
Going by that definition, I would have to say it is.
Is a cheeseburger a sandwich? Andy Argod's company, his pizza company is A Squared. A Squared Pizza.
That's right, yes.
Is that the one you had?
Yes, it was.
It was
yes.
A Squared Pizza?
Yes. Oh my God.
Dude, this is so crazy.
So good.
We did not plan for this. You mentioned it's randomly started with an A. I remember Andy Argod from social media. We talk about it. We got a Detroit-style pie coming tomorrow, and Andy Argod's business is about to blow the hell up.
Look at that.
A Squared Pizza. Can we find you online, Andy? Can we find you online? In fact, I'm going to see if I can look on the fly. A Squared Pizza. See if you can do that as well. Multiple people are saying the fat and sassy from Dr. Hose is where it's at. Multiple people are saying a cheeseburger is not a sandwich and a hot dog is not a taco. A hot dog is not.
I couldn't get them to agree with me.
No, you're very persuasive.
I tried.
You just blew my mind. I thought it was great.
You know, I mean, maybe you could go and say a hot dog is more of
Paul
like a
McCarter, the king of Southside, agrees with Joey Rifkin. Paul McCarter says both a cheeseburger and a hot dog are sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean, you could say a hot dog is more similar to like a sub. You know, it's one piece of bread, but it's split open. Still connected.
King of Southside would make a fantastic school board candidate. Says cheeseburgers and hot dogs are sandwiches. Oh my goodness.
Genius.
Dude, it's so fun. We got a Detroit-style pie coming tomorrow with pepperoni, jalapenos, and pineapple. They're insisting, the viewers and listeners are insisting on your best sandwich or your best cheeseburger.
Ooh,
You got to give them
well,
something.
best cheeseburger is hard. I'm planning on going to get a burger from Jack Brown's after this.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I haven't had one of their burgers, surprisingly. I don't
Ever?
know. Ever.
Can I
don't know
make a
why it's
suggestion?
taken me, please.
The Greg Brady.
What is on that one?
Let me see if I can find it. The Greg Brady is my favorite burger at Jack Brown's. I'm not saying it's the best burger in town. I'm saying it's my favorite burger. The Greg Brady, get ready for this, young Jedi. The Greg Brady is topped with house-made mac and cheese, American cheese, and Martin's barbecue potato chips.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It's damn good. Dang good. It's dang good. It's dang good.
It's too late now.
I know. God, I got to get it out of my vocabulary.
I'm a big barbecue kind of burger guy. So what I had going, I was going to go for their cowboy, which is bacon, cheese, barbecue sauce, and then I added their Guinness crispy onions on
Ooh,
top.
That sounds delicious.
That's a classic for me. Crispy onions, barbecue sauce, bacon on a burger. Can't beat that.
I love the crispy onions. That's why I love the steakhouse burger at Citizen Burger Bar. Have you had that?
That was exactly the burger I order.
Yeah, that's my favorite burger there.
Yeah.
That's yours?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of the crispy onion straws.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where does Riverside double
Top,
bacon...
top.
Yeah, right?
Top.
Is Riverside's double bacon cheeseburger... This is how I get mine. Riverside double bacon cheeseburger, lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, and mustard. Is that the best? How do you get yours?
I'm a purist.
Okay.
So I'm like double bacon cheeseburger.
You go double too?
Well, a lot of times I'll actually do single. It depends. It depends on like how hungry I am.
Okay.
But
You strike me as someone who's hungry often.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
But there are times where single will do the job. But always barbecue sauce. Always gotta have barbecue sauce.
So you go double bacon, cheese, and barbecue sauce, that's it?
That's it.
Dang, that's
Flat.
good.
I'm a purist. I mean, I like grilled onions on my burger. I'll do lettuce on my burger. I'm not a huge tomato guy, but you know, I want the meat and cheese. If I wanted like vegetables on my burger, I'll just get a salad.
Kevin Yancey in Waynesboro. Kevin Yancey in Waynesboro is saying the Gus Burger, Joey Rifkin, from the White Spot. Have you had one?
Mm-mm.
What? You have not?
Never been to the White Spot.
Stop. With College Inn right down the...
I know. Well, you know, it wasn't like I eat at many places on the corner. Most of the time, I try and avoid being down there at all costs.
Are you truly, and I say this tongue-in-cheek, are you truly a Charlottesvillian or a Central Virginian without eating a Gus Burger?
I mean, there's got to be more than just me, right?
I mean, it is. Have you had the grills with? Well, you haven't. Janice Boyce Trevelyan says A Squared has a Facebook page with a menu, and she's looking at it now. Dude, Andy Argod, A Squared Pizza. Andy Argod, A Squared Pizza. Bombard this man. We're going to try it tomorrow, and we're going to bombard it even more. I mention this live on air. Let me see if I can tag Andy Argod. I can. And I'm tagging him. This is pro bono for you, A Squared. Dude. The Gus Burger. Stu. Can I text Stu right now?
I mean, it's not my phone you're blowing up.
I'm going to text Stu right now. Stu. Hey, comma, my friend. Exclamation point. Please enjoy a Gus Burger with Joey. Enjoy a Gus Burger with Joey this weekend. Send. I texted him. I think you would love it.
I'll have to try it.
Now part owned by Ralph Sampson,
Really?
the White Spot.
Good old Ralph.
I think you would love it. And get it and finish it with a grill's with. They take glazed donuts, I believe they're Krispy Kremes. They put it on the flat top and get them grilled nicey nice. And then once they're grilled nicey nice and warm, they put them on a plate and put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it.
Nice.
It may give you a cardiac arrest.
I will devour that.
Damn good. So good.
I will devour that. I actually hate Krispy Kreme for the most part, just because I found a cockroach in my donut once as a very young kid.
Oof.
But I will eat that. Yeah, no, that was traumatic.
Was it from the grocery store?
No, it was from, for anyone who
the
remembers.
Route 29 location.
Yeah, you can't not call me a Charlottesvillian because I remember Krispy Kreme.
On Route 29.
Right above Popeyes now.
It was next to Damon's, the hotel. The sports bar in the Holiday Inn.
It was the Krispy Kreme, then it was a Hawaiian food place for a short while that never looked open to me, and now it's Popeyes. But yes, I got a donut from there when I was like, ugh.
You know what that strip is called?
Chicken strip.
The cock block.
Oh, okay.
I've
heard chicken strip is what people call it.
Do you like the cock block better?
I mean, they both work. I just think chicken strip cock block works because the traffic is bad. I like chicken strip just because like it's a strip of chicken. I just find it so ridiculous. But
what do you got there? In a 1 mile stretch, you have Chick-fil-A in Barracks Road.
Yep. Oh yeah, you have Chick-fil-A now at Barracks Road.
Zaxby's,
which is atrocious.
Okay, that's 2.
KFC, which I don't know how that's still open.
Right.
That's been open pretty much my entire life.
The terrifying thing is they rebranded from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC. Maybe tells you the quality of the chicken. So you got Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, KFC, Popeyes, Raising Cane's. Is there one more?
I think that's it.
There's not. That's the 5?
That's the 5.
Can someone explain to me how the cock block has 5 locations, 5 chicken choices within a 1 mile strip? Does anyone have the answer to that?
Oh, I get it now. Block. Like a block.
Yeah, like a block.
Yeah.
And also there's the innuendo reference.
Well, okay. Well, yes, obviously that part.
I wasn't sure if all the viewers and listeners were sophisticated enough to pick it up. I knew you were.
I
think they were.
Fairly sure they can pick up on that one.
On the innuendo?
I think so.
But the block has a number of references. A block, a short geographical territory, and also block the traffic congestion.
Well, yeah, that's what I immediately was thinking is just you're blocked from moving.
Vanessa Parkhill says Krispy Kreme was in the current Raising Cane's building.
Was it?
On Route 29, Joey.
Wow. I've been bamboozled.
Yeah, she's just giving you an adjustment. She says you do a great job.
Thank you.
I'm saying I mentioned this live on air.
I was fresh out of being a toddler when that closed. I think I was like 5 or 6.
Philip Dow in Scottsville, the king of Scottsville, if you may. Philip Dow says the White Spot is the best place to sober up. The Gus Burger and the grills with are fantastic. Ooh, Stu gave me the thumbs up like of my text.
Well, you didn't text me back.
Did you text him?
No, I just texted him about something unrelated.
Should you text him now?
To his own son.
You want to text him?
I don't want to text him.
Okay, he didn't text you?
He's not going to respond to my text.
Why didn't he respond?
I don't know. He's on the golf course.
Oh my gosh, respond to Joey, Stu.
Yeah, Dad, jeez.
He's your scion. I'm just your friend. I love you, Joey. I love you. Anything you want to close with, my friend?
Tune in tomorrow for a review of A Squared Pizza.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time for the both of us, I'm sure. And have a good week.
I love it. You killed it. Can we give Joey some props? Put it in the feed. Everybody watching the show, give Joey some props in the comment section. Oh, more questions for Joseph.
We can take them.
You want them?
My dad just responded, by the way. For anyone wondering, he doesn't neglect me.
What did he say?
I was just texting about A Squared Pizza being brought in tomorrow. He said it's fabulous.
He says it's fabulous?
Yeah, I mean, we both love it.
Is he on the links right now?
No.
He's not on the links? Golf course?
He was. I mean, there's the tournament going on. No, he's at. He might just finish. He's at.
Scott says beyond fantastic show today. Scott, this show is for you. We did this for you, Scotty Aaronworth, king of Virginia Beach, watching the program. Multiple folks are asking, what's your best fried chicken? Your favorite fried chicken? What's your favorite fried chicken, Joey Rifkin?
Brown's.
You like Brown's over Wayside?
Or Wayside. Brown's is kind of the classic for me, though.
Mr. and Mrs. Brown, downtown Mike Brown, quarterback Monticello High School, played his college football at Liberty, was a professional wide receiver with the Jacksonville Jaguars, now an assistant coach with Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Married man, father, downtown Mike Brown. his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, sold Brown's Fried Chicken on Avon. My standpoint, quality's dropped a little bit.
I haven't had it since it's been sold.
It's sold.
Wow. I didn't know that.
They made a killing, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, as they should. I applaud them.
I'm sure they did.
Feel like the quality's dropped a little bit.
That's unfortunate.
I'm going to go Wayside number 1. How about the fried chicken spot on Cherry Avenue, the GoCo? Have you had it?
No.
That one's dope.
You know, I will throw out there, I know it's a little bit more of an attraction, but I enjoy Mickey Tavern.
Oh,
It's
that one's
good.
good.
It's good.
You're going to drop some ducats there, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not just going to go there and spend like $5 or $6.
Yeah, you're going to like walk around, end up in the gift shop, and then you're also like,
because you got to
expensive.
Don't you have to do the buffet
Yeah.
at Mickey?
Yeah. So I guess I wonder what it costs, because I went on a field trip,
Oh,
and that was awesome.
Ooh.
I wonder I assume it's a flat rate.
I think
When you
I think
go
it's
in,
a.
but I don't know.
What's the price, guys, for the Mickey Tavern buffet?
Good, though. Good. I will
Vanessa
admit-
Parkhill, Joey, A+++ this week. Rob Neal says Mel's on Main Street. Come on, guys. Have you been to Mel's?
I've not.
I've been to Mel's.
It's good.
Mel's is damn good. Mel's in the top 5.
Right next
I'm
to
gonna go,
Maya?
Yeah. I'm going to go Wayside 1,
Okay.
GoCo on Cherry 2. I'm going to go Mel's on Main 3. Fried chicken at the Whiskey Jar 4. Then number 5 to be determined. Rob Neal, thank you for that comment. Mel's is good. Mel's is good all around. Rob, great comment. Enter, publish, send. Excellent. Publish, send. All right, that's the show. Did you guys enjoy it? It was fun for us. Was it fun for you?
That was awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. This is the I Love Sevo show, where we talk anything and everything. Frankly, we have no idea what we're going to talk about till the show starts. We're going to enjoy Andy Argod's A Squared Pizza tomorrow at 12 o'clock in this studio. We will take photos. We will eat it on air. We will talk about it. We will celebrate an entrepreneur, and Andy Argod, who is, I think, an all-around A-plus guy as well. For Joey Rifkin, I'm Jerry Miller, and this is the I Love Sevo show. So long, everybody.
Thank you.
Dude, Joe, was fun.
That was awesome. And we got free pizza.
Coming tomorrow.
Sweet.
Can't wait, Andy. Can't wait.
I've been asking.